Hello and welcome to another tutorial from Ben's Box. Today we're going to be looking at PHP arrays. Now a PHP array is kind of like a list. So basically what you can do, you can create a list in an array, stick it in one variable, and then from that variable you're able to call an item from that list as you wish. Okay, so as you can see at the moment I've only got C on here, nothing special at all. Let me bring up Dreamweaver for you just so I can show you what I've done. Okay, so as you can see here, in between my PHP tags, of course, I've got on line 4 a variable called the AR, and it's equal to an array. So what I've done is created an array. So these are the items inside of this list. Okay, and as you can see at the moment, I've got print the variable, the list here, and item 2. And just a quick note before we carry on, just so you do know, when an array index each list item itself, it does start from 0. Okay, so what I'm doing is basically calling the item that has the ID of 2, which is actually C. So as you can tell, it will start at 0, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so even though I've got 4 items, it only goes up to 3. Okay, so this is one easy way of creating an array. So all you've got to do is just stick array function, two brackets, and inside you separate each item with single quotations. Okay, and then to print it, all you do is you stick the variable in it, the list, and then with 2 squared brackets you stick the index or the item's ID in between them. Okay, so that's pretty simple. There is another way of creating an array, so we start again. Still call it the AR. We have array, we've got 2 brackets, and then obviously R semicolon. Okay, this time what we're going to do, we're going to create our own IDs for the list items. Okay, so the first one we're going to call it, what should we call it? We'll just do A, B, C again, I guess. So we'll just do A. Okay, and then what we'll do is equals and greater than sign. So it's kind of like an arrow. Okay, and then what that will equal is a capital A. Okay, so that's pretty simple. And then we'll just do it for B, so the ID is lowercase b and the result will be uppercase B. Okay, and we'll just do one more. Okay, so that's our array. Alright, so if we want to print the AR, and then all we do in between our square brackets is stick the ID. So at the moment we haven't got 1, 2, 3 or 0, 1, 2, 3 like the default would. We've created our own one, so if we wanted to print out A, we would write A in here. A. Because it's a string, we have to put it in single brackets. Okay, so as you can see now in Google Chrome, the ID of A produces a capital A, and of course if we put, oh man, it's going so slow today, B, it will just print out B. Okay, so these are pretty simple examples. And then at the moment you might not be able to see a great deal of uses for the array, but it can come in very, very useful indeed, especially when you're using a long PHP script. Sometimes it's nice and just easy to create a list of items that you can just pull instead of having to find each time. But like I say, you know, for the rest of these tutorials, when we start the series tutorials, you will understand the importance and the uses of these in much more detail. So, you know, as long as you understand the basics of this, that's all that matters. Okay, so there shouldn't be any more questions about that really, because it is pretty simple. You know, just to go over again, all you've got to do for a default ID array is just separate each item with comma and stick it inside of single brackets or double brackets, not brackets, sorry, quotations, and it's easy enough as that. So if we print it, let's stick this in a variable, and all we've got to do is print 2 square brackets and 0. Remember it starts with 0, so we'll just print the first one, SFSD, which probably might stand for something, and and there you go, SFSD. Okay, so that's just a quick tutorial on arrays. I'll see you in the next tutorial, and hopefully you've got the hang of this by now. Okay, so thank you very much.